Hey everybody, this is Hoang, and today we're going to talk about the first Digimon TCG limitation list. So let's get started. The two cards in question that got hit by the limitation list were Argomon level 5 and Hidden Potential Discovered. The reason that these cards got hit is because they restrict future green design, because whenever green gets a new card, you have to ask yourself, can Hidden Potential Discover break this? If they get a level 7, does it get broken by Hidden Potential Discover? The answer is, yeah, it can be somewhat abused. I don't think this was a result of green being tier 0 or anything like that, because we've seen through results that green was contested every single format in English, or rather in 1.5, which we will have. It's contested by Red, Shine, and Rookie Rush, and in BT4, which was the most recent Japanese format, it was contested by Yellow fairly well. So it's not because green was too powerful, it's just because green's limitations in terms of creative design was limited, and so they wanted to unrestrict that and make it so designers could have more freedom in how they design green cards in the future. But with that said, let's talk about the impact of these bans in the future formats. In 1.5, because Ceresmon was running Hidden Potential Discovery, this does lower the ceiling a little bit. However, do keep in mind that Ceresmon herself is only a 2-cost evolution, so even without Hidden Potential Discovery, this deck is still really powerful. It will still remain a tier 1 deck in my opinion. However, it will struggle a little bit as you no longer have a super free yellow matchup. What this does mean, however, is that people will complain that Omnimon, red, is going to be too powerful, and I think this is incorrect. Now, the reason I think this is incorrect is because yellow, which was red's biggest check, has now gotten stronger as a result of green being weakened. If you remember, the triangle sort of went red beats green, green beats yellow, and yellow beats red, right? So Omnimon is being checked by yellow, and yellow is a fair enough deck to where green and red can both keep that in check. And so the triangle is just really solid right now. And how does green beat red, you may ask? The power of Bancho Stingmon, more or less. So, with that said, 1.5 green is completely fine. The meta should be all good. In BT4, we saw that yellow contested green fairly well, as we saw that yellow arguably got more tops towards the tail end of it, but we will never know the actuality and result of what that would have become, because BT4 was cut short in Japan due to COVID, and so tournaments were no longer held. So it is too early to presume anything, whether green would be tier 0 or yellow tier 0 or anything like that, but from what we can see, green and yellow were the tier 1 decks, and they're keeping each other in check more or less. So, with Hidden Potential Discovered removed, green now has a lot of future design space that they can implement, and Argomon level 5 is easily replaced by Blossomon. I think the designers didn't want green to have 8 level 5 downloaders, as that was a bit much and probably hindered future design as well, and so they cut it back, but you can just replace Argomon level 5 with Blossomon. Now, let's talk about Bandai doing the limitation list itself. Bandai has demonstrated that they are willing to hit stuff relatively early, and this is pretty good in my opinion, because we've seen card games not wanting to hit cards for a long time, like VFD and Yu-Gi-Oh! Still not hit. Smoke Grenade took quite a while as well, and I remember instead of hitting Nightmare Mermaid, we hit Trickstar Light Stage instead, because why not? And in Cardfight Vanguard, we saw that Gerguit and Luard were terrorizing the meta for quite a while, and it took a really hot sec for them to get hit on the ban list. So, this is a pretty good direction. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you guys stick around for our next piece of content. Thank you.